Welcome to the 24th episode of Downtime Podcast, hosted by Jeremy and Alyssa. Alyssa, how are you?
I'm doing fine right now. We just ended work, everything's good, and we're about to talk about a special game right now. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and I just want to say that today we are recording in the same room again, so I see you face to face.
Yes.
I see your eyes.
Yes.
So, today, as Alyssa just mentioned, we're going to be talking about Yakuza Kiwami, and that we both finished the game this past weekend.
Dude, hell yeah, we both finished the game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It wasn't off the bat, it wasn't as long as Zero.
Yeah.
But
because the ending of Zero was straight up 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no, there was, I will say, like, Zero dragged on. Like, there were moments where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just watching a movie at this point. Like,
No.
like Metal Gear Solid style. you know?
No, if you think about it, it was an hour of movie.
Yeah.
It was straight up an hour of movie with Zero. And Kiwami was maybe closer to 30 minutes altogether.
I would say Kiwami's like a short film
Yeah.
compared to the, yeah. Like, I'm sure if you were to take Yakuza 0 and you just had only the cutscenes, you would still understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And it's literally a movie if you just take all that.
It's a very good point. Super dialogue heavy. Not to say that Kiwami is not dialogue heavy, but there's just not as much, you know.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of content. There wasn't too much content, but enough
Yeah.
for you to enjoy the game still and figure out what was happening and
Yeah.
just connect both the threads of Zero to
Yeah.
Kiwami, but also Kiwami was also a bridge to the rest of the Yakuza series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because the games already came out. It's just a remake.
Yeah. So when you saw my stream of the finale, when did you come on?
The very last cutscenes.
Oh shoot! So
Yeah.
you're talking about the cutscene when Haruka and Haruka's back with the dog and Kiryu.
Like before that, when he's running away
Oh.
from... Yeah.
Okay.
From he's running away, like, oh, fourth chairman.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a whole spoiler cast, so if you are tuning in now, like, this is a whole spoiler cast for just Kiwami, so
Yes.
it'll be in the title, by the way.
Yes. So if you made it this far and didn't realize it was a spoiler cast, oh god, we're so sorry. But then I also have to say it is in the title. So
Right. It'll say Yakuza Kiwami spoiler cast, right?
yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. So if you click on this, you full well know what you're clicking into.
I know. Okay. And break.
So yeah, when they're chasing him, saying fourth chairman, and to add a little side note, when he's like, and the fourth chairman, I'm the fourth chairman. I was
By
like, yo,
Dude, okay. So when I found out that there was a will,
Yeah.
there was no way it couldn't be Kiryu.
Right.
But the way it happened, I didn't know it was deferred to Kazama. You know what I mean?
And I thought Kazama was going to be the fourth chairman, and my second guess would have been Kiryu.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, Kazama's still alive. Obviously, there's a reason why he should be or shouldn't be. But I was like, okay, when he died, and I was like, damn.
I know.
I guess Kiryu's the chairman, and then he's like, I'm the fourth chairman with the paper.
I know.
And I was
It
like,
was
yo.
so epic.
I was
Oh
like,
my
yo,
God.
kick their asses, Kiryu. Oh, wait, I am Kiryu. I gotta go kick their asses.
Oh, it was so good. No, that reveal was awesome.
No, that reveal was great.
There were a lot of super epic reveals. By the way, it's funny because Yakuza 0, you get to know all of these characters and
Yeah.
all of these bosses and know all of these things. And by Kiwami, they're all dead. They die. Like
Yeah.
that's basically what this game is.
Yeah, like
All of Kiryu's friends are dead.
Yeah, well, it's like Zero. It's like Zero.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, I love Lee. Lee's a great character, and then he dies in the car explosion. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
he's dead.
I know.
It's basically like you watched Attack on Titan, right, Alyssa? At least the first season.
Yeah, I saw the first season. I haven't seen the second season.
Same.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you have when you see a character, you're like, oh, this person looks really cool. Let's get attached to them. Then they die. It's like,
Yeah.
well, shit. That's pretty much how Kiwami feels. It's like, oh, there's this person that you really like. Oh, it's the mom of the girl. Oh, wait, she just died. She died in an explosion, or no, she was shot.
Dead.
He was shot saving her daughter.
D-E-D.
Like, literally, she died.
Dude, oh man. A lot of the deaths got to me in this game for sure.
I knew Nishi was going to die, by the way. I remember I predicted it.
Yeah, remember you? No, I was like, I don't know. I just thought he wasn't going to die. Well, okay, I will say this though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
The way he died, did you think that was how he was going to die?
No, I thought, remember, I predicted in a previous podcast that he was going to die by Kiryu's hands, like a brawl-to-brawl, man-to-man brawl.
Yeah, for sure. And you knew that, like,
Yeah.
Kiryu wouldn't kill his BFF forever.
No, he wouldn't do that, but then...
Yeah. No, but, like, I didn't expect him to basically self-sacrifice. Like, that, I was like, oh,
Right.
shit, what the hell's going on right
He
now?
was shot by Jingu, but he was also, like, self-sacrificing himself.
Yeah.
With the explosion, the whole, like, blow up the money part.
I know. Man, ugh. Anyways, you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, let's go from the beginning. So, it's 1995. Good old 1995.
Good old
And it's been how many years since... So, it was like 88 when Zero ended. By the way, both of these games take place in December, which I find is really interesting.
But if you think about it, Zero didn't capitalize on Christmas. This game sort of capitalized on it with all the subtle Christmas jingles and decorations that happened.
Right, and it was actually snowing too.
Yeah.
In the game, I was like, oh shit, that's a nice touch.
The one thing though is, I don't know. I'm one of those people where if you're gonna use a holiday, you might as well go hardcore with the holiday.
Yeah.
But also, they might not celebrate. Like they might not be that celebratory of Christmas in Japan either. So I don't know.
Maybe they didn't want to make it a Christmas game. You know,
It is true.
Like when you go to
Yeah.
Japan in the winter, obviously there's so many Christmas decorations everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like the U.S. If you go downtown to Union Square in San Francisco, you're gonna see a big ass Christmas tree with wreaths everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, exactly. But I think in this.
By the way, ice skating in San Francisco starts next month.
Oh shit!
I
So
know.
if you're in SF, you want to go ice skating, go to Union Square.
Yeah.
Or go to Yerba Buena Gardens near the Metreon, where I don't know if the PlayStation store is still there. I haven't been there in a while, but there used to be this big giant PlayStation store where you could literally go up to like a booth and just play whatever game was listed there.
I can't even tell you the last time I've been to the Metreon, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no
Damn.
worries.
But yeah, I do get not making it a Christmas story.
Right. I think they wanted to take a focus away from that, but there was still Christmas music throughout the game.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. So the game starts in 1995, 7 years after Zero, and I guess you're higher up in the Yakuza chain of command in the Tojo clan under Kazuma's family.
Yes.
And you're got that badass suit that you're wearing at the very end of Zero.
Yes.
The gray and red suit.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you encounter other characters such as Majima. He makes an appearance there.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Majima later.
Yeah, yes, we will.
This motherfucker.
that scary hidden guy. Yeah, so he makes an appearance, and you're like, oh yeah, hey, there's Majima. I remember him. I was playing as him in the game not too long ago. Yeah, and then you go to a bar. You see Nishiki. He still looks the same as he did in Zero. You're
I
like,
know.
Hey, what's up, brother? And he's like, hey.
Still has the long hair too.
Yeah, still has the long hair. That hasn't changed. And then you're like, you go to the bar with what's her face? Who's the bar?
Reina.
Who?
Reina is the owner of the bar.
Reina, right,
Yeah.
Reina. And then you're all talking. And then who's that? Oh, who's the guy? It was Dojima. No? Yeah? The guy that's at the bar with them. Remember, he's like wearing the glasses.
I don't remember.
Is that Dojima?
I think Dojima. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then
you have Yumi.
yes, Yumi. Your childhood friend. Mm-hmm. And as in all Japanese media, your childhood friend is the love interest of both of the characters at some point.
I know. And Nishiki suffering from secondhand syndrome.
Yo, for real though.
Secondhand lead syndrome, I mean.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant like sloppy seconds. I was like, no.
I know. Okay, dude, so straight up, like, I remember when we were first talking about Yakuza,
Yes.
and I was like, when I played the first two chapters, I was thinking, oh, and Kiryu, his girlfriend, and you're like, oh, that's not his girlfriend.
Right.
Dude, that reveal. Okay, we're gonna talk about it later, but
Right.
that reveal, all the reveals that happened at the end, I was like, fuck.
There were so many feels.
I know it was.
Yeah.
It was more. Okay, this game was more feely
Yes.
than. Although, okay, Kiryu had a feely storyline.
Yes, he did.
Yes, Majima, of course, he had the feels last time.
He definitely did more than Kiryu.
Yeah, he did more than Kiryu.
At Zero.
Yeah, he DTM'd when it came to feels, but this was Kiryu's feel story.
Yes. No, it really was.
Yes.
And from then on, I was just like, damn, I don't think I could take the rest of this story. From the moment Kiryu started having feels, I was like, yo, I don't know if I could do this. But then it was a really good, solid ending to the game.
Yeah. So this motherfucker gets Yumi a ring.
Yeah. So it's obvious that Nishikiyama is interested in her, in Yumi. But
it's obvious that Yumi is into Kiryu.
Yes.
But Kiryu shows no feeling.
He's like, nah, bro. He's like the cool guy. He's like, nah, dude, I'm not into you.
I know.
But then who is it? Reina? Or Reina suggested that he get her a ring?
Yes, it was Reina.
Yes.
Reina told Kiryu to get the ring.
He's like, why don't you buy her a ring? I was like, that's pretty blatantly obvious if you're buying a girl a ring. Like, there's other than like marriage proposal, there's a lot of undertones there to giving someone a ring. Like, you don't just give anyone a ring, especially a woman.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go on this. That's when the gameplay starts. I would say is when you go on like a little adventure to buy the ring, which there's a whole hassle, by the way, with the whole.
That was okay.
Dealer.
I did not expect it to be that annoying getting a ring.
I know. I was like, oh my god.
It was really stupid.
I don't know how they did it in the first game. Well, I mean, in the original game.
Yeah.
But damn, like that was really annoying.
I know.
Yeah.
And then everything's all good, and then all of a sudden you walk to visit Dojima, or you go into Dojima's office.
Yeah. Like
doing your own thing, and then the game, it happens.
Yeah. So you go to prison for 10 years. So technically, this game takes place 7 years after, and then 17 years after Yakuza 0.
Yes.
So at this point, it's 2005 is when he gets out of prison.
Yes.
And the world has changed.
The world has changed.
Everyone has cell phones.
I know.
Everyone has a Razr, a Motorola Razr in their pocket.
Yes.
Everyone has flip phones.
It has changed a lot. And the reason, by the way, you go to jail is because Nishiki kills Dojima.
Yeah.
And Nishiki kills Dojima because Dojima was about to, attack, assault Yumi in
rape, whatever. The worst possible scenario.
Yeah. And so Nishiki kills to protect her. And then Kiryu walks in on everything. And he takes the blame for Nishiki because bros.
Yep. And he's like, I got you, bro. And Nishiki's like, oh, okay, bye.
Yeah.
And he takes Yumi and they run away.
I know.
Oh, man. Kiryu really self-sacrificed that whole scene. Like, he was the center of that whole part.
I know.
Like, if it wasn't... Like, imagine if Nishikiyama went to jail instead of Kiryu. I think the game would be different, obviously, but it was meant for Kiryu to go to jail for 10 years.
Yeah. Straight up, Kiryu did a lot for Nishiki.
He did, yeah. And I guess, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no. And just, I had this back and forth the entire series on how I felt about Nishiki, because, there are times when Nishiki just is, very grateful for what Kiryu did for him, and he's just trying to do his thing. And there are other times where he's annoying.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
I know.
Dude, ugh. Yeah, so maybe we could talk about Nishiki's time during the 10 years of Kiryu's absence, because that kind of will tie in later.
Yes.
So basically, he had his own family, the Nishikiyama family. He was the leader of that family, I guess taking over from Kiryu's family, and they just renamed it.
Yeah.
And then he was being pushed over by his men because they saw him as weak.
Yes.
And then it came to a point where his sister was in trouble in the hospital, and she needed...
I think sicker
she was
to some degree.
Exactly. And so she needed like a body part or like an internal organ that Nishiki couldn't provide. And so he had to, from himself. Like, he wanted to give his own organs to her, but the doctor's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And then Nishiki's like, oh, yeah, well, I'll do anything. I'll pay anything. And the doctor's like, all right, you could do it. And then, he's like, I want 10 billion yen or however many it was. I forgot.
Yeah.
And then Nishiki's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes. I think it was like 200 million. It was like an absurd amount, which is like, I think $200,000. I forget the exchange rate, but it's So then his men push him over, and then his sister passes away. Yeah, and Nishiki's really distraught by that. And so there's a scene where he's sitting in his office alone, just staring at a little memorial of his sister. And then one of the guys that's been pushing him over the most walks in and tells him that, like, oh, you're no better than Kiryu. Like, this wouldn't have happened if Kiryu was here. And then Nishi's like, what did you say about Kiryu? Say Kiryu's name one more time. Not that he's trying to defend Kiryu, but everyone was saying him up to that point that
he wants respect.
Yeah. Everyone up to that point was saying that Kiryu was better than you. Like, despite
Yes.
Kiryu still being in jail,
Yes.
he's still better than you. And Nishiki's like, you know what? I'm going to be better than Kiryu. So he murders that guy that's been bothering. I know. Well, to be honest, that guy deserved to be murdered because he was just a straight up dick.
Yeah, he was a dick. And then he changes his hairstyle.
So the way he does it is really gross, actually.
That's a thing. You have a very
He
good
stabs the dude in the stomach and is like, who's better than me? Say it again. And then there's so much blood that's spewing out of this dead guy, and that it goes on to to Nishiki's outfit, and he takes the blood from his outfit and puts it in his hair and like swipes it back.
You have a...
So gross.
I totally forgot. That.
Yeah.
He uses that as gel.
Right.
That is really gross.
My brother was watching that scene with me, and he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, I don't even know. Like, that's really nasty. And yeah, so that whole scene happens, and then... Yeah, that kind of bothered me that he was using blood. But it was kind of symbolic in the sense that he's using the blood of his enemies, or like anyone below him or anyone above him, to get to where he wants to be.
And that was when Nishiki stopped giving a fuck.
Right, yep.
Yes.
We go from Yakuza 0 Nishiki, who is, honestly, I love Yakuza 0 Nishiki. He was such a bro. He's like, I got your back, bro. Don't worry, I got you. I want to drive you out to the middle of nowhere and cry and point a gun at you and be like,
like, I can't do this. Oh.
Right. And that's when Nishiki was like my favorite character at that point, actually. I was like, yo, Nishiki's so lit. And then we get to the point where Yakuza Kiwami happens, and Nishiki's like, all right, no one is beneath me. I am above everyone. It's like, shit, dude.
I know. So crazy.
Yep.
Now, I will say, I am very thankful that we played 0 before we played this game, because it just made all the feels better than if we just started with Kiwami. You know what I mean?
I totally get it. And there were a lot of threads from 0 that connected to Kiwami.
Yes.
Like, not just the characters, but like just the places and the things, and even sub-stories and Pocket Circuit.
Pocket Circuit
to
racing.
say the least, yeah.
Yes.
So that's the whole reason why Nishiki is evil throughout the entire series, is because he wants to be better than everyone, including Kiryu. Like ever since his sister died, nothing fazed him, and everything was below him, and he was above everything.
Correct.
So honestly, at the end of the day, Nishiki was a family dude, and he really cared about his sister a lot, enough to the point where he would do anything to save her.
I know.
But because he couldn't save her, even though he paid that doctor an absurd amount, and that doctor disappeared, honestly, it was Nishiki's fault that he trusted that sleazy doctor.
Yeah.
That he wanted to get revenge on everyone, including Kiryu, his best friend.
Yeah, so the interesting thing, Kiwami was remade because of 0. A lot of the backstory we found out about Nishiki was added in Kiwami. It wasn't in the original Yakuza.
I'm assuming all the parts of him interacting with his men throughout the 10 years is what it was added. Yes. And honestly, because if it just goes from, Nishiki's turned bad now, what are you going to do about it? It's like, that doesn't really serve as a really good plot point.
It's very good. It's a very good point. But it makes sense in the time when that was the very first Yakuza game, and you didn't have to justify that.
No, totally.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of listeners, or just anyone in general who wants to jump on the Yakuza train, like if you don't start with 0, because 0 is still $60, which is an absurd amount for that game. But honestly, I think you get your money's worth if you buy it. Oh no,
0 is 100 hours worth of gameplay.
Oh yeah,
straight up.
I would say double the amount you pay for it. So 120 hours at least.
Yes,
at least. But I've sunk at like 170.
That game is so worth the price for sure.
Oh yeah, no, everything is repetitive, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And Kiwami, I would say the same. There's a lot of stuff I still need to finish, because I kind of want to platinum Kiwami.
It's definitely easier to platinum.
I wouldn't say that yet, because I haven't done the gambling, and that's RNG. It's like randomly done.
I see.
So, and I hate gambling in real life, and I don't like gambling in video games, because it's even more random in a game.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially Chohan, the odds and evens game with the dice. Like, oh god, that was so difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Nishiki is evil in that way, and then so as Kiryu, you finally come out of prison after 10 years.
Yeah, and he's just trying to figure out his life.
Yeah, he doesn't. So he's not in the Yakuza. Kiryu's not in the Yakuza at this point, right?
Yeah.
He's just like, you know what, I'm done with that life.
Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on.
Exactly. He's like, I just want to be a normal person. Yeah. But then obviously, and of course, the Yakuza life pulls him back in.
Yeah.
And you end up going to a funeral for the chairman of the Tojo clan, Sarah.
Yes.
Sarah, who passed away. And at the end of Zero, he's pictured as this really badass dude.
I know.
And so at the before Kiryu is let out of prison, 10 billion yen is stolen from the Tojo clan. Sarah is murdered, and you're invited to his funeral.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you're invited.
You
just
snuck
go.
into
Yeah,
it. I just
sneak
realized.
in. Right.
Oh, and then real quick, you meet a guy named Shinji, and Shinji's just a homie. He's just a Yakuza homie.
He's your bro.
He's like not like your best friend bro, but he's just like a loyal bro.
Yeah, he's like one of the most respectable and likable guys in the game.
Yeah.
This far.
Yeah.
Oh, he is throughout the entire game. But he doesn't turn on you. He's one of those. He's a character that will be like, "Yo, I got your back no matter what."
Yep.
And so he helps you get into the funeral.
Yes.
So you go to the funeral.
And then you meet Kazuma for the first time
In a long time.
It's gonna be a long time.
Yeah, for real though.
And then he's actually like, he starts off the conversation, like, oh, like blah blah blah. So about this 10 billion.
Yo.
And then he gets shot.
Yep. And you're like, oh damn, who shot him?
I know.
It's pretty obvious who shot him, but he gets shot in the shoulder.
Yes.
He doesn't die. He's just wounded, not mortally wounded, but wounded. And it's up to you to escape the funeral. And then in the process, while you're escaping, you have to fight Shimano, who is at the end of Zero, who is the head of Majima's family.
Okay, boss battles in Kiwami were a lot harder, in my opinion.
Especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
When you had nothing.
That Shimano battle was stupid.
Dude,
like,
took me 30 minutes at least.
Exactly. Like, I didn't lose, but it just straight up, like, because he keeps grabbing you and you don't have all of these abilities yet, and you're not strong, and it was so annoying. But I feel like that was on purpose.
Yeah, no, totally.
Fuck this game. Anyways.
No, I just want to say, I love how they always come up with an explanation as to why you should rebuild your skill tree. Because at the end, of course, in the beginning of Zero, you're new.
Yeah.
At the end, at the beginning of Kiwami, it's like the 1990s, so you obviously you still have your skills.
Yeah.
But then when you go to prison, so you lose everything.
I
so
know.
It makes it clear.
I know.
So I wonder how
that made a lot of sense.
But I wonder how they're going to do it for 2, like Kiwami 2.
Oh, who even knows?
Because at the end, he just decides to take care. Well. I'm fast forwarding a bit. At the end of Kiwami, he decides to take care of Haruka, and so then between that and 2, I don't know what happens.
He decides to be an uncle.
Pretty much. By the way, I love how she kept calling him like Mr. throughout the entire game.
I know.
Or like Oji-san in Japanese, which means older man.
Yeah.
It was really cute. I digress. So, yeah, the boss battles were hard. Shimano as a first boss was really, really hard. Because,
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I know. Big ass bald dude that looks like an octopus. Let's be honest. He really looks like an octopus.
Oh man,
and I was like,
good.
this guy is.
That
why is
was
this guy? No, for real. Like, why is this guy my first boss? Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to fight an octopus?
That was so good.
His head is so shiny. It's like you really look like an octopus.
Yeah.
So you fight him, you beat him, you run away. Oh God, what happened after the funeral?
Oh, and so after the funeral, you're basically your first main goal of this game is, what is this 10 billion and why is it important?
And who took it?
Yeah, and like, what are all of these things?
Yes.
So next in the story, you get in touch. So they hook you up with a detective named Date.
Yeah, Makoto Date.
Yes, and Date. I know a lie. I actually thought Date was gonna betray him. But he gave off a weird vibe.
No, I could see it, but I feel like he was going to be too true to it.
Yeah, but he ended up being good the entire time.
Yeah.
So Date, you don't know Date. He also becomes a homie, but initially he's more like, I don't know, check this building, check this bar, like find out information.
I like how he's making you do his work.
Yeah, basically.
Like, why don't you do detect? Like, what the hell, dude?
It's like you have to walk up to this point for clues, and then it's just like, okay, cool, now you can go there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right then, I guess.
Isn't it your job to detect? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to a bar, and you're gonna go to a bar, and there's gonna be a shootout there.
Yes.
And all of a sudden there is a girl.
Yep.
Named Haruka.
Yep. Herker.
And then when you meet Herker, she obviously like you have to beat everyone up, so you leave the bar, and now you just have this damn girl, and you're just like, I don't know what to do with you right now. Where's
Yeah.
your where's your mom? Like all these different things. And she's taking care of an injured dog
Yeah, in the process.
in
too.
the process.
Like,
And
where did this dog come from?
yeah, I don't know, but we talked about it before, but that epic save with the rock,
Yeah.
I don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah, there's a GIF online somewhere. I know it's on Reddit for sure. Like I saw it on the top of our gaming one day. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit! And so like it's basically like these guys are throwing rocks at a dog, which is
I
like,
know.
why would you do that? First of all, and
Yes.
second of all, what is a dog doing in the middle of busy Tokyo, just in the street? Like you would
Yeah.
never see that.
Straight up. So two things. One, getting shit for that dog was annoying as hell.
Oh god, yeah, just leave me in one place.
And then
like, what
two,
yeah,
you didn't even see the dog until the end of the game. After
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And anyways, I also digress. You take Haruka back to the bar with Reina and then Date. They're all there, and you're just trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do with this girl that you found.
Mm-hmm.
And one important thing to note is this girl has a necklace pendant, but we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah.
It kind of similar to like Zero, where there was a watch, and in this game it's a pendant, and you don't know the significance. And then Haruka all of a sudden goes, "My aunt Yumi," and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, Yumi! I forgot about you." So
That's right.
And so Kiryu basically is just like, "Oh god, I need to figure out like Yumi and where I need to how to find her, because this girl knows about her."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl, Yumi, is her aunt.
Yep.
And her mom's name is
Mizuki.
Oh, hold on. Pause it.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to our non-sponsored song. We're recording this at work and we got interrupted
Again,
as expected. Sitting with us is our friend of the podcast, Donnie.
Hello, everyone. Long time friend. First time listener.
First time. He's just gonna interject whenever. So
Yeah, feel free to add your comments, Donovan.
yes, of course. Yes. So that being said, where we left off is Yumi is the aunt, Mizuki is the mom of Haruka, sister, and everyone's just like, "Oh, who's Mizuki? We gotta find her." So
yeah.
This entire game is now not just what's this 10 billion. It's now, oh, who's Mizuki?
Yep.
And also, where's Yumi? That's kind of where we're at. And we're going to encounter some interesting ass people throughout the way. For example, I forgot his name. You might have to let me know, Jeremy. The guy with the underground homeless at the homeless park, like the underground like brothel.
The florist?
Yeah, the florist.
The fat guy with the rope. Yeah. He's just the florist.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a name.
I know. So you just encounter some really random ass people all of a sudden who are trying to help you. And the florist is one of them. I thought the florist I think all these characters are going to be bad. It turns out they're actually fine. And the florist knows Date.
Yes. The florist was a cop. And
yes.
Yeah, before.
Yes. And, you're just on this goose chase trying to figure out or trying to piece everything together. Which, by the way, now that you have played it, what did you think of that filler chapter where you just kind of learned about all the other characters?
You're talking about with the daughter?
With the daughters, yeah.
Are you talking about with the...
with Date's daughter and the florist's daughter.
Oh, right. I feel like if they took it out, it wouldn't change the story in any way.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that was in the original series, but that was a surprise when I went through that chapter. I was like, huh, this really is filler. Like
it's literally the added content.
Yeah, like you just learn about Date and the florist. And I guess their children. I was also half expecting the children could potentially be part of the storyline, but it turns out they weren't.
No, because they wanted to follow the storyline of the original game, like shot for shot,
yeah,
word for
right.
word.
Okay.
So then there's no way they can continue them on. They just had to add them on as side characters.
Shoot, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. So if it was part of the original game, they'd be like, oh yeah, they're there. But
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Maybe they show up later. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But characters always come back.
I know.
Even side characters come back.
Yes.
Like Pocket Circuit Racer. Pocket Circuit Fighter.
Pocket Circuit Fighter, who
There
is
we go.
amazing, by the way.
Yes, the best.
OG. All right. So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Like I said, you're just on this wild goose chase trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You meet up with this tattoo artist, and he's actually the tattoo artist that made your dragon tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, Nishiki gives you a call. He gives the dragon tattoo artist a call.
Yep.
And you're like, how did he know I was here?
And you're like, oh no.
Yeah. And so this is the first time you meet Nishiki in 15 years. 15? No.
17.
17 years.
No, not 17, because that's 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
This is the first time you meet him in 10 years. And it is quite a meeting because Nishiki tells you that he killed Mizuki.
Yeah, you meet in you meet in Serena, by the way, the bar, the name of the bar, and he's just there.
Yes, and and you can tell his personality is way different at this point. The much more aggressive, like he kind of lost his way type feel.
Slick back hair.
And slick back hair.
Do you think he still uses blood as gel?
Yes.
Ew.
Yes, he does.
What a savage! What a savage animal!
I know. So this guy fucking tells you that he killed Mizuki, and after all this time, you're trying to find Haruka's mom. Turns out she dead.
Yep. Turns out she's gone.
Do you
remember how she died?
I don't remember I just know they found her in the river.
They found her in the bay. They found her body in Tokyo Bay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's brutal.
I know, it was very brutal. And you're just like, Nishiki, how did you get so fucked up?
Yeah, like, I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Haruka, of course, is upset. Her mom's dead. And you just kind of like, you don't know where to go from here, but you figure, all right, let's try to piece the pieces together. Let's at least try to find Yumi, and let's still figure out what's this 10 billion.
Yeah. Which is a lot of fucking money. In Japanese yen.
I know, which is a lot of money. And things will start piecing together because Date's like, oh, how did Nishiki give you a call at the tattoo artist? That means someone knew that you were going to the tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. And it's none other than Reina.
Someone close to you.
Close to you.
Yo, Reina stabbing your back, though.
I know. Everyone's stabbing your back.
Sucks.
So Kiryu, of course, goes back to, Serena?
Yeah, Serena.
Serena to confront Reina, and she's gone.
Yep.
Not only is she gone, but there's like a trail of blood too.
And you find out that it's actually Shinji's blood. And
yes.
Shinji calls, he's like, I got Reina, we gotta go. And you gotta save me, help me. And you chase after him, and you had this really long battle on the roof.
Dude.
With the guy with the 2 guns, who every time he shot you would take out half your health. I'm like, what the
Holy crap.
Ridiculous.
Dude, they were... Oh man, it was rough.
It was like Mr. Shakedown all over again.
There were a lot of freaking guns in this game compared to last time. To the point that you just had to fill up your ability map until you got the resistance against bullets.
Dude, I bought like 5 guns. From the black market guy, like 5 handguns, and I would just use them. I'm like, everyone has a gun. I might as well get a gun.
Dude, what I kept doing was when I killed someone with a gun, I just picked up that gun and killed. Dude, it's like, it sucks, but you can master it.
No, yeah, remember the whole scene? Oh, kind of fast forwarding a little bit, but like just to jump on a tangent. Remember when you, at the very end, when you're going to the final battle?
Yes.
And you're fighting in that like office complex with the elevators? That whole sequence is basically John Wick, because you take a gun, you shoot them, and you run out, you throw the gun at them, and you get a new gun, and then from the dead guy you just shot, and you take that gun and you shoot them.
It was John Wick.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Kiryu is John Wick.
Yeah, honestly, Kiryu's better than John Wick because Kiryu has magical powers.
Yes.
Anyways, going back to what we were saying. By the way, there at the end of the game, if you go back to the black market dealer, he has so many guns with him, like assault rifles and shotguns, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, why are they all here now?
What's the code word at the adult DVD bar where to get to the guns?
It's a housewives in a bind.
Housewives in a bind, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, okay, let me show you this section, and then it cuts. All right, you can't tell anyone about this. It's just like...
It just fades to black, and then he shows the guy there. He's like, hey, what do you want? I'm like, what the I love how when you tell the guy at the DVD store to get Housewives in a bind, Kiryu's always like, Housewives in a bind. Like, he's like stuttering. It's like, why would you go here all the time? Why do you have to like be nervous about it?
Oh, man.
So funny.
Yeah. So, after you defeat this damn guy with the... The damn guy with the guns, which, by the way, is what's the name of the pink fighting style again? It's already slipping.
The one where you're a boxer?
The one where you're a boxer.
Dude, I don't even know the name.
It's basically that on steroids.
Rush style.
This fucking boss was Rush on steroids and guns.
Yeah.
Although it took I was so fucking pissed, but I realized that the strategy was he shot you every 2 dodges. So it's like it was one of those things where you just had to pick up on the strategy, and then you can defeat him. Still annoying, don't get me wrong, but it was pretty frustrating. Yeah, no,
even using Rush style against them, like, dude, it was super hard because like Rush isn't the most damaging style because it's like weaker than the other 2 styles. But yeah, like you just said, like trying to dodge him and fight him, it's like it's a tedious amount of effort.
I know, they fucking knew.
Yeah,
they fucking knew when they were playing this game. I actually found myself using Rush the most.
Oh, interesting.
I think it was a combination of Rush and then Brawl. So basically, my strategy was I use Brawler when hordes are attacking me from around, surrounding me.
Okay.
And then I use Brawler to just get damage out of everyone because it can hit 4 people at once.
Right.
And then after it narrows down, that's when I use the blue Brawler. I use Brawler when it's kind of narrows down.
Yeah.
Because I actually have a really sweet combo just to get someone's HP down.
Yeah.
You know which combo that is.
I do know. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you upgrade your skill tree.
Yeah. When you upgrade your skill tree, that combo basically just defeats him in one shot.
Yeah.
And then when I finally get down to the boss. I mean, it always depends because the boss is different, but I've noticed that a lot of the bosses just moved really quickly, and it was just you just had to use Rush, to be honest.
Yep. And to add to your point about fighting styles, I actually used Brawler and Beast the most. I never used Rush as much unless it was against the boss.
Yeah.
Because I had the 2 amulets that you get in the game, the Brawler amulet and the Beast amulet. And
I got you.
Yeah, and those actually increase your damage for both of those both of those fighting styles.
I use the Beast one.
Yeah. I love Beast because when you use the amulet and you upgrade certain parts of your skill tree, you're unstoppable with that mode because it goes so much damage, especially against Majima. Whenever Majima would find me in the overworld, I'd find a place with a ton of bikes and just use Beast style and just keep using all the bikes around me and just use it to kill him.
Okay, we're gonna go into Majima later.
Yeah. No,
Beast is so like I said, I use Beast to when the
clear hordes,
when the hordes are attacking me, I use Beast.
That moment where you're in the middle of the street, and then there's all those guys around you. I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of NPCs for this game.
That was fucking epic, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I destroyed everyone.
I know.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then Brawler again is for me. It was really good one-on-one with people.
Yes, it totally was.
Yeah, because it was the strongest of all of my abilities. And to be fair, even though Dragon of Dojima ability was there, it was just a pain in the ass to get, and so I almost never used it.
I didn't either. No, you just needed to max Brawler and get up to that combo. And if you got up to that combo, you were basically set. Like, you were set in the game.
You punch, and then you like do that leg thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You press triangle.
You know exactly what I'm talking
about. And then you use all of your heat meter to use all of your energy. Yeah, dude. Damn. Like, I would one-shot everyone with that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's amazing.
Combined with the skill set that every time you punch someone, your heat bar goes up every few punches, so like, considerably. So it didn't really matter if you use that mode or not. Like, fuck, you're literally a beast. So, yeah.
Bye, Donnie.
Bye, Donovan. Later.
Thanks. But yeah, pretty much Rush. I use majority of my bosses on Rush. I hate it. I hate everyone.
Yeah.
I hate the fucking game.
It's just a really fast style.
Yeah. That being said, Reina and Shinji are dead.
Yeah, Reina and Shinji are dead.
All of your friends are dead. What's the name of that song? Shoot Me in the Head, All My Friends Are Dead.
I don't even remember, dude.
There's like I swear to God, there's like a rap song like that. Mumble rap.
There we go. Hey, Jairus, mumble rap. He's not here, but he's listening.
I know. So now you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Mm-hmm. How am I going to piece this all together now?
Yep.
And I still have Haruka on me.
Yep. But
there was a revelation that Mizuki's not actually dead.
Yep.
And at this point in the game, you also team up with Kazuma, and Kazuma basically reveals the story. Like, he reveals everything to you.
Are you talking about when they get to the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're going there now. Yeah. So
did I skip something? I may have skipped something.
No. You skipped a bunch of battles.
Oh, okay.
I guess the florist stuff, but that doesn't really matter. He just gave you information. He didn't really help push the story forward too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get to the boat, and then Kazuma's there, and then you realize Kazuma joined up with the Omi Alliance, which is basically your rivals to the Tojo clan.
Yeah.
Because there's two main factions in the entire game. The Omi Alliance, which are based in the Kansai area, and the Tojo clan, which is most of the Kanto area. And then you realize Kazuma sided with the Omi Alliance. You're like, oh my god, like, why did he go with the enemy? But then you realize, oh yeah, there was a whole like debt that had to be paid with him and this guy from the Omi Alliance named Terada.
Yes.
And then go on. Sorry, I cut you off. Where you were talking about the reveal.
Oh, the reveal. Oh, we have to kind of do this together because there were a lot of things revealed. So I just need to make sure that I have all of them in check. The first reveal is 1, Mizuki is not actually dead.
Yeah.
The second reveal is 2, Mizuki is Yumi. The third reveal is, yes, that means Yumi is actually Haruka's mom. Yep. And Kazuma forged Yumi's identity and made up Mizuki to protect her.
Yep,
and what basically happens is there is a kind of like similar to the FBI, like that type of police officer. His name's Jingu.
Yep.
And
he had like a private military something.
Yes. So after the incident, so this happens immediately after the incident where Yumi, You might have to help me out here. There are a lot of details here that I'm basically like.
You're talking about when they're on top of the tower, right?
Yeah.
So then, she reveals her. She says like, "Oh yeah, I am Mizuki, basically."
Yeah.
And that Haruka's my daughter. And then Haruka's like, "Oh, should I call you mommy?" And Kazu's like, "Yeah, I'll call you mommy." I mean, you can call her mommy.
I know.
And then
Oh no, not that. Well, not that far.
Okay,
the reveal of like Jingu and Yumi.
Right.
Yeah,
Jingu and Yumi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingu basically. Yeah, Jingu is Haruka's father.
Yes.
And Jingu has been like the conspirator behind everything so far.
Correct.
And then you find out that there's some explosions on the boat, and then Shimano comes, and he's like, "Hey, get out of there! I know you're in there."
I know.
And then you go outside the boat. You have to fight a bunch of dudes. You fight Shimano.
Yeah.
With those dudes, like with your friends who show up, because like
okay.
Yeah, because what's his face shows up? I forgot the guy with the scar on his eye. He shows up. He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
I forgot his name though.
No, when I saw him, I was like, "He's back!"
Like, oh yeah, like, hey, he never left.
I know.
Hey, what's up?
Here. By the way, I was leveled up and that Shimano battle was still annoying.
Yeah,
because my
same.
friends did not help me.
Yeah, I know. I literally I pulled out all my guns. I shot all the henchmen just so that they can help kill Shimano.
Yeah.
And they didn't do anything. Like,
Yeah,
Shimano murdered them.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be an epic battle, but it wasn't. And it was basically me trying to attack all of his henchmen and Shimano grabbing me by the neck every time.
I'm like, this is fucking annoying.
I hate him.
So you know what I did?
I hate him.
I know, me too. So you know what I did was I bought a bunch of Taurener, like plus.
Yes.
The one that like makes your heat bar go all the way up.
Oh yeah, and then you did the special move whenever they were healing.
And so I had this knife called Goemon. And you get it from the
I had that
lockers.
one, yeah.
So it's the strongest weapon I had in my arsenal because attack power was 285.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is lit. And so then I would take it, I'd make my heat bar go all the way up, use a special attack, stab Shimano in the stomach like 13 times, and then finally get him to die.
Yeah.
And because like I had increased attack power when I was holding knives, because that's how I did my skill tree thing, that I was able to kill Shimano easily. But then in the beginning I was like, I'm using rush and he's grabbing me and this is really annoying. I'm like, this reminds me of the whole like funeral battle. Like this is really stupid.
It was
and I finally,
so freaking annoying.
Yep. And so then go ahead.
Oh no. But eventually you end up defeating him.
Yeah, and then he gets shot in the head actually.
I know.
And I was like, oh, finally the octopus died.
Yes.
He gets shot in the head by Kazama.
Yes.
But in turn, Kazama also gets shot as well.
I know.
And then he's like, Kiryu, I gotta tell you something. And he's like, the 10 billion yen. It was actually me and Jingu who stole it. Or who like took it away. No, he said it was actually me and Sarah who took it away. And Jingu's the one who stole it away from us. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then he's like, you must find Yumi and tell her. And I was like, oh, okay. Actually, no, it was actually Yumi, Jingu, Sarah, and Kazama who took the 10 billion yen away from the Tojo clan.
Yes.
And then he's like telling them that, and then Kiryu's like, no. And he's like, oh yeah, and oh god, this is the part that got to me.
I cried.
Because he's like,
if you didn't cry, no, I'm not gonna say that, but fuck, I cried.
I was tearing up. I was like, because he's like, I want to tell you that I was the guy who murdered your father. And I was like, oh my god. And then I could feel Kiryu's emotions. I was like, oh, Kiryu, like, oh.
Dude, yeah, so fucking that reveal where the Sunflower Orphanage is home to kids of
Kazama's
murder
victims.
I got like, that fucked me up so bad. I was like, fuck.
Like he did it, but it was like his good gesture, you know? Like there was some good to him. I was like, that's fucked up.
I know. That was honestly, that was a really good reveal. Like I hella cried. And then he talks about how much he cared about Kiryu and all of these different things. And then Kiryu makes that comment, and you're just even more teary-eyed after about how Kazama was basically his real father.
Yup. He's like, oh, but you're my real father.
And
I was like,
no! Oh, that was so good. That was a really heartfelt scene. Oh god.
That whole part of the game, from the beginning when you enter the boat to when you leave it, is like emotional.
Totally.
Because there's so many reveals.
Oh my god, totally emotional, but in a really good way, like in a super good way.
Yeah, and again, like we said before, the feels in Zero are all for Majima, and this one's all for Kiryu. So Kiryu definitely has a good moment.
I know.
Of, like, feels. About
the whole money situation, all the 10 billion is Jingu's. Sarah and Kazuma, they were like it was more like Sarah. Sarah was trying to strike a deal with Jingu to like do some shit, and then Sarah went behind his back and teamed up with Kazuma to steal the 10 billion so that they could do their own thing. So pretty, power, that's it.
Yeah, money, power,
money, power, everyone. As expected. And how it involves Haruka is because one, Haruka is his daughter, and two,
Jingu's daughter.
Yeah. Haruka is Jingu's daughter, which means that Yumi and Jingu were dating. And the reason it involves that is because Jingu was trying to get power, and by trying to get power, he actually hired a hitman initially to kill Yumi and Haruka because they were kind of like, you know, like a secret baby, like they weren't married when they had the baby, so they were, you know, essentially ruining his plans, and so they had to kill him, and which finally links Kazuma. Kazuma was like, oh, you're not killing this wife, you're not killing this girl and her baby, and Kazuma basically puts Yumi into hiding, changes Mizuki's identity.
Yep.
And has essentially been protecting her this entire time.
Yep.
So, finale.
So the finale. You and Haruka head up to the Millennium Tower. What was there before in place of in Zero? There was something in there, because obviously the Millennium Tower wasn't there during Yakuza 0.
I don't even remember anymore.
Okay, well, there's a whole new building in Kamurocho called Millennium Tower.
Yeah.
And it's the centerpiece for the finale.
Yeah.
So you and Haruka have this whole long battle where you fight a bunch of dudes in the elevator.
So fucking
yeah,
epic.
in the lobby of this building.
Yeah.
It's like you basically go John Wick on everything.
Yes.
Like there's like tons of guys in black suits, Jingu's men basically, and you have to fight all of them. And you finally get to the top, and then Mizuki's there, Yumi's there, and she's got like a briefcase. She's holding a briefcase, and she sees you guys. And then Haruka runs up to her. She's like, "Mommy!" And then and then Ki's like, "Oh hey, like what's up? Like long time no see." She's like, "Oh, you're alive," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here for you, baby." And she's like, "Yay!" And then and then a helicopter comes, right?
Yes.
Wait, is Nishiki come yet, or the helicopter first?
Helicopter first. But first, I do have to reveal something. So, Date. So a lot of his storyline had to do with basically he wasn't allowed. Like he had been investigating Jingu on the side, and obviously his chief was telling him, no, you can't do that. You can't investigate this guy.
Yeah.
You know, typical, like, don't do the right thing.
Yeah. It's like, why? Like, what the hell?
Don't do the right thing. But then, in the end, and so his storyline kind of had to do with his supervisor telling him, no, don't prod into this. It's not your business. Yeah. And then, in the end, he was just like, you know what, Date, you were right this entire time. We're going to take down Jingu.
Yep.
Enter helicopter.
Yeah, and it's just only two guys piloting a police helicopter.
Yes.
Or was it a medical helicopter? I forget.
I don't know. It was one of them.
Yeah, it was really funny. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, fuck it. We're going to do it. And then they just go. And cut back to Kiryu and Yumi and Haruka on the roof. And then Jingu appears with his helicopter. He's like, hey, what's up, everyone? And he's like, long time no see. And he's basically telling them everything we kind of summarized. Yeah. Like, you know, there's a reason why he took the money and they were in their way. Yeah. And then Yumi's like, I'm done with all this. No. And then Terada from the Only Alliance comes out, and then like, oh. And then Terada's trying to save you guys. He's like, Jingu, this is enough. Yeah. And then Jingu's like, oh, like, arrest him, and then all Terada's men take him hostage. It's like, I know. He's like, I've been working with the Omi Alliance the whole time. That's what Jingu says. It's like, oh damn, this guy's playing.
It's like, what?
And he even says in his dialogue, he's like, I've been playing both sides. It's like, yeah, you have, dude. Like, holy shit. And so, and then Yumi pulls out her briefcase, and in her briefcase is a bomb.
I know.
And I was like, ah, shit.
And it's like, oh, you've been playing both sides? Well, I have a bomb.
To destroy both sides, or destroy you.
To destroy all of you.
Yeah, it's pretty much. And even Q's like, what the fuck, Yumi?
I know, it's like
you're like, yo, that's dark. And then Terada gets taken away, and then Jingu's like, it's just me and you, Kiryu. And then Kiryu says, well, you know what? I have the will of Sarah. And then he's like, oh, like only the fourth chairman can tell me what to do. Yeah. And then he pulls out the paper and he's like, I am the fourth chairman.
Oh, and it has his name. Good.
And he has his name written on there. He's like, I think Jingu's line was like, if you want to tell me anything, you have to get the fourth chairman to tell me what to do, because I'm not listening to you. And then Kiryu's like, you know what? Boom, I am the fourth chairman. And his name was written on there. And then I was like, oh shit.
So good.
But before all that, they cut to a segment where they show Sarah and Kazuma talking about like who should be the fourth chairman in my absence, because I think Sarah knew he was going to die or something, because someone had to take care of the 10 billion yen or whatever.
Yes.
And then Kazan was like, there's only one man for the job. And then they cut back to Kiryu, obviously. Yeah. And then Kiryu takes his shirt off and he has the whole dragon tattoo. And I'm not even joking. This actually happens. And then he fights Jingyu's men. And then you go all the way to Jingyu, and he escapes onto a helicopter and he flies to the roof. And then you have to fight all of his men up to the roof. And when you get to the roof, which is a really, really hard boss battle, by the way.
Yeah.
Because his men wouldn't die. Those two guys had guns.
Oh my god.
And Jingu had guns too.
Dude, I was so upset when they came back to life. I was hella mad.
I was like, oh, finally. Because I used half of my
potions.
Health drinks. I was like, fuck, dude. And then they came back to life. I'm like, fuck, dude.
I know. I was pretty upset when that happened.
Oh yeah, no, totally. So then what I did was I focused on Jingu. So I got him all the way down, because you can't really kill Jingu until you kill those two guys twice. Yeah. Which sucks, because I tried it. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I think my strategy was I was actually trying to kill the two people first.
Oh yeah, that was harder for me because they kept shooting me.
No, they were. It was hard.
Please.
It was difficult.
Yeah.
It sucked ass.
Yeah.
But they were down finally.
Yeah.
And then finally you get Jingu, and then you meet Nishiki for the first time in forever. Oh, no. Sorry, you meet Nishiki again in the first time in a day.
Yeah.
Or 3 days or 5 days, whatever.
Yeah, a long time no see, man.
Yeah, a long time no see. But now it's kind of like part of halfway through the story, on top of the mystery of 10 billion and blah blah blah. When Sarah dies, everyone is wondering who the fourth chairman is.
Right.
And then this is also this is ingrained in the storyline, because Kiryu is the fourth chairman, and then basically Nishiki's like, all of this, I did all of this, for naught. And then Kiryu's like, no, man, you gotta come back to your ways. Basically,
yeah. Literally beating the sense out of him, or into him, whatever phrases.
Yeah. That was a good boss battle too.
It was a very emotional battle.
It was a very emotional battle.
It was like an Obi-Wan Anakin battle.
Yes.
It was very, very emotional.
I do think that Jingu was harder than Nishiki.
Yeah, because I think the developers realized, damn, if we make Nishiki harder than Jingu, you're probably not gonna have enough health.
That's true.
Drinks until the at the very end.
That's true.
Even though there were some scattered around.
Nishiki straight up had 5 bars though.
Yeah, I think it was more. It wasn't hard.
It wasn't hard.
It was just tedious.
Yes.
And there were certain beats in that fight scene that needed to happen, like cutscenes, cutting back to previous moments in the game, and I guess previous moments in the game that helped build the story up to that point.
Yeah.
And so you're literally beating Nishiki, and I love how right before that battle. That was really epic. Before you guys punch each other, it goes into slow motion. You guys are punching each other's faces, and then it says Nishikiyama clan's Akira Nishikiyama.
I know.
I was like, oh fuck! We're finally here.
It's this is happening.
Literally, this is it. We're finally here.
Yeah.
And then you guys punch each other, and the battle starts, and
obviously Kiryu was not going to lose.
Yeah, no, yeah, seriously, Kiryu was there.
Yeah. And then, of course, what happens is, it turns out Jingu wasn't dead this entire time.
Yep.
And he's just give me the fucking money, and then shoots you. And then, who takes the bullet?
Yumi.
I know. I was at first I was like, oh, Nishiki's taking the bullet for sure. Yeah. And then that happened. I was like, what? No lie. I thought Yumi was gonna live after this.
Yeah, same here. But Nishiki was knocked the fuck out. So I was like, he's not gonna get back up. So then, and then Jingu's like, I'm pointing his gun at Haruka. I'm like, fuck! Don't you dare shoot that child. Don't you dare shoot that child.
And then Nishiki now has the suitcase. He's in the safe that has the actual 10 billion now.
Yeah, because he shoots Jingu, who falls into the money. Exactly. Oh, Jingu's already in there. He's like, but he's like, my 10 billion yen, there it is. And then Nishiki shoots him. And then they have this scuffle. Yeah. And then Jingu shoots Nishiki 3 times in the stomach.
I know.
And then Nishiki stabs him.
Yeah.
And then and then like what you just said.
And basically Nishiki accepts his fate. And Kiryu was like, it doesn't have to be like this.
Literally, he says that. It doesn't have to be like this.
It doesn't have to be like this. Because all of his friends are dead.
He's like, he's like, it doesn't have to be like this. I want to see you in Yakuza 2 through 6. Please come back.
And And then Nishiki shoots the bomb and obliterates all the 10 billion for everyone in Tokyo, in Kamurocho to get.
I love how it's only falls in Kamurocho.
I know.
Like everyone else in Tokyo's like, nah, it's okay.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, like we don't care about that area.
I know. And then, so your friend's dead. You have Yumi dying, and then there's a reveal that was kind of upsetting for me.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, I was so upset. So
say it. Yeah, no, I
was so mad. So basically, Mizuki is, on the verge of dying. Mizuki's like, please take care of Haruka. You're my daughter. Haruka, I've always loved you. I hope you understand why I couldn't be there.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't already crying, this locket, like this pendant that Haruka had the entire time, everyone's like, what's in this pendant? Like, what is this? You open up the pendant, oh my god, and it's a picture of Kiryu.
I was like, oh my god.
Because Yumi had loved Kiryu this entire time.
And she said that she couldn't wait for him, that's why she went to Jingu.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, do people really do this in real life?
I know. And then this fucker Kiryu waited way too long.
Yeah.
And he goes, Yumi, I have something to tell you. I've loved you this entire time. I was like, what the fuck? And then he pulls out the ring he bought her at the beginning of the game. I was so mad at that. I was like, I can't believe we killed her off.
I know. Like, he's been saving that.
I was like,
and she's been saving that.
I know. I was like, oh, I was so mad. I was so mad at these people. I was like, get it together, guys.
Who are you mad at exactly? The devs or the characters or the writers?
Probably the writers.
Oh, the writers.
I'm probably mad at the writers.
Well, I mean, that's how the first game played out, so they couldn't really detract from that too much. Otherwise, the people would be like, "Where's Yumi in the games?"
I know.
But
god.
Still, yeah, no.
That was so heartbreaking.
It's even more heartbreaking because literally Nishiki, Yumi, and Kiryu were all childhood friends.
Yeah.
And two of them died in that moment.
Yes.
Like, because they were all from the
Sunflower
Orphanage.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. And they were all the reason why Kazama is the reason why they're there, and he passed away. So it's like you just said,
all his friends are dead.
Exactly. So it's heart wrenching.
Yeah, this was a very emotional finale for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
because Makoto survives.
Yeah,
Makoto survives, and you're like, oh, okay, but then no one survives really in this one.
Well, going back to Makoto real quick, like that whole part where she fucking finally see.
Yeah.
And she doesn't recognize Majima, but Majima knows.
Yeah.
And he still saves her.
Yeah.
Like that part for me, like it wasn't emotional. It was like, oh fuck. Like that was it was a moment where I was like, oh fuck, like this is real.
Yeah.
Like she can really see.
Yeah.
And
no, I got you.
But you get like the kind of goosebumps, you know, and you're like, fuck.
Like more like a realization versus
Yes. So it wasn't like I didn't want to cry in that moment in Zero. It was more like it was a good realization. It was like, oh man, it's a really good solid ending to that arc.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's why that had feels, but obviously as we just mentioned, Kiryu's whole arc in this game had more feels than all of Majima's arc in the previous game.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and so then after that, Haruka and Kiryu are alive, and then Date-san and his boss come out, and they save you. Like, oh, hey, what happened? Blah, 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 blah. And then they save you, and then it cuts.
Kiryu is now your neighborhood fourth chairman. So
neighborhood fourth chairman?
He's your neighborhood fourth chairman.
It cuts to him running away from the Tojo clan headquarters and all of the men chasing him. In a different scenario from the last time. It's kind of like poetic. It came full circle, but they're chasing him trying to kill him, and then now they're chasing him trying to get him back.
I know.
And like, hey, come back, what are you doing? And then he's like, I gotta go. And then even Date-san says like, oh man, this has to be a historic record. The person who was like both inducted as the the fourth chairman, and who left as the fourth chairman. And he's like, yeah, I guess it's a record, all right. And then he's like, oh, who's the fifth chairman now? And then it's revealed that Terada from the Omi Alliance is the fifth chairman of the Tojo clan.
Yes.
So Kiryu appointed him because he was friends with Kazama, and then they were together. They were good partners, and so obviously Kiryu had good judgment. He's like, Terada will be a good leader for them. He even says that in the car.
He does.
He's like, oh yeah, if there's anyone who can lead the Tojo clan back to its full strength, it'll be Terada.
Oh yeah, totally.
And I don't know why detectives like, yeah, that's true. Like, wouldn't you think that the Yakuza would be the enemy of the police?
I know.
But I understand the bond between Date and Kiryu, but it's just funny how
it all worked out.
Yeah, how Date was so emotionally involved in the whole story. And at the very end, even Date's like, I'm gonna retire now. So I think that's why towards the end he's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, dude, like I'm retired. I'm gonna spend time with my daughter, which I thought was a good ending to his arc.
I agree.
I'm glad he didn't die too.
Yes.
Because I think he was
too many people died.
No, seriously. Like they even had like a bro thing at the end. Like Kiryu and Date, like, yep, see you around, man. He's like, see you later, and he just drives off into the sunset.
I know.
And then Kiryu, are the adopted father of Haruka.
Yes, and then you just walk away into the city and with your dog, and everything's all good.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, man, girl, dog. That's it. Yeah.
The end.
It says end at the end of the game.
I know.
Although,
good shit.
Yeah. So looking forward to Kiwami 2, which was being released in Japan at the end on December 7th, actually, of this year, which means it'll be released on December 7th, 2019 in the US.
That sounds about right? Yeah.
No, I think it'll be released next year, actually.
Okay.
Probably end of next year for us.
And
so I don't know yet. I mean, we'll still be playing Yakuza 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, overall... Oh, by the way, real quick. Fucking Majima everywhere really started pissing me off towards the end. Like, I was already annoyed because they were I don't like Majima everywhere when I'm not trying to initiate it.
Yeah.
Like... And then there were like some things where it was like, you gotta beat him at bowling. I'm like, what? This guy automatically gets spares in every turn.
Yep.
And all of these different things.
But if you knew the turkey trick from the previous game, then you'd had no problem. You remember that?
I don't know the turkey. I beat him, but...
Oh, right. But remember how you got the turkey as like one of your people for the real estate game in Zero? Did you ever do that?
I don't think I did, actually.
Oh, you can literally get a turkey as one of your managers for the real estate game.
Oh.
You have to... So if you... Go back to Zero. If you ever go back to Zero,
I'm gonna go back to Zero. I always go back to it, actually.
Yeah. Go to the corner.
Yeah.
When you're playing bowling, do 10 rounds. Go to the left corner. Choose the easiest ball, but like when you're about to choose it, like press X really quickly, like twice. One so that you get it positioned exactly like towards the not exactly in the middle, but like kind of aligned a little bit. You can watch videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But then get it so that you don't get at least like 50% or below.
Yeah.
Of speed. Yeah. And when you get it, you'll get a strike every time.
Wow. Okay.
So when you get 10 in a row, it's a turkey, and then you get the turkey. Literally, you get a turkey, or you get a chicken. Actually, not a turkey. you get a chicken as a manager for your real estate game.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny. You can choose it to run your business. I'm like, this is stupid.
This is so stupid.
It even has lines. It has like cluck cluck. That's what it says. You talk to it. It just says cluck cluck.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys, literally, you devs, like you literally did this.
I know.
But yeah, so then that was really annoying. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Majima everywhere was really annoying, especially for me too. When I would try to go somewhere to do like a sub story, he'd pop out of nowhere, and you would pause, and the little like Metal Gear exclamation point will go over your head, and I'm like, what the?
And there was a point where I was literally trying to just go from across, and I met him 3 times, and I was like, come on, guys.
Yep.
We gotta stop at some point.
Yep.
Like I said, I only like Majima everywhere when I initiate it myself.
Yep.
So.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
You don't have control. You're like, get away from me.
I know, but it looks like in Kiwami 2, we're gonna actually get a storyline from Majima. So
right, and as mentioned before, Alyssa and I haven't really played anything past this game as far as like 2, 3, 6. So we don't really know what 2 is about, and we don't know the storyline of 2 or what's going to happen, and we don't even know if Majima is going to be an antagonist in this game towards you, because obviously he's still alive and he's still in this game. So.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, as we said before, you get to play as him as you did in Zero, so that's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Ending comments. What are your final comments on this game?
There were a lot less extra stuff to do. They had the crane stuff. They had pocket circuit racing.
Yeah.
They didn't have like the gravure videos you could watch of the girls. They didn't have that, which is good because I didn't really care much about that. Remember when you go to the
Oh
booth?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually do any of that stuff. I didn't.
Gotcha.
I don't even know what the adult DVDs looked like.
Oh, what, you mean in Zero?
Yeah. No, in Kiwami.
Oh, there weren't any.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm just like, whatever.
Oh, then what did you get at that adult DVD store aside from weapons?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Because I did the other answers and it was wrong.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, so that it's not even. It's just a weapon front.
Yeah, I went. Okay, don't judge me. I went there at the very beginning of the game because I was like, "What is this?" I just wanted to know. Look, I was just curious. Okay, I was just curious, and I clicked both answers, and nothing happened. I'm like, "All right, this is just a store with a bunch of women in it." And then later on, you're like, "Oh, housewives in a bind."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, "It's a weapons store," like because I was wondering where you repair your weapons because you did it at that shop in Little Asia is where the Millennium Tower is.
Oh,
yeah, they took out Little Asia and put the Millennium Tower. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And then, so they don't have that anymore. Karaoke's back, obviously. Karaoke's in every game, which is probably one of the best, if not one of my favorite mini games.
Thing of all time.
Yeah. And then they have gambling. They have shogi? No, Go, the game with the beads.
Yeah.
And then you can eat food, obviously. Babutsu no Miya is back there. You can get extra weapons and stuff from him.
Still clowning around.
Yeah, literally. And he's got you can get you can trade your CP for items in the game.
Yeah.
And then the Coliseum is back. It's part of the florist's whole mantra, I guess.
Yeah.
You can like fight people, which I'm still trying to progress in because I want to buy.
I dropped my phone, everyone, but it's okay.
I saw it happen.
Yes.
You can, because I want to buy the Rush amulet because I have the Brawler and the Beast. I want to get the Rush amulet.
Oh, you had to go to the Coliseum for the Rush.
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I got the I think the other amulets through just sub stories.
Exactly,
or
same.
Okay.
And then there's no use for it now because I didn't beat the Coliseum, so I'm just gonna get it to complete the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then to complete the Jirakim Dojima style, you have to get a certain amount of points and buy something at the store.
Yeah.
And trade your points in at the Coliseum for some things that Komaki wants. Who's actually, I found it surprising that he's the guy who taught Majima in the previous game.
Yes.
And now he's teaching Kiryu.
I know.
And he even mentions like, yeah, my previous student was much better than you. I'm like, ha 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 ha. I know what you're talking about.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of nods. Like definitely Kiwami is different from the initial game for sure. They added a lot of stuff.
And real quick, last thing I want to say about mini games is, did you play Mesa King, the Pokemon?
I didn't play it, but I know what it is.
And all the cards are basically just like women in scantily clad clothing.
Yes.
Which are, again, they're all porn stars. So I'm like, why are kids playing this game? But it's really funny because you're talking to all these kids, and every time you play them, the Kiryu's like, why are kids playing this game?
Yeah.
Like it's all just women beating each other up and like on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's a very like sexualized game. But I think it's hilarious because like you actually have to fight Majima in that game too.
What the heck? Oh my god.
So make sure you find all the cards
Okay.
because he gets harder later on, and it's really hard to beat him because everyone is like predetermined. Like they always pick like rock or scissors or paper because that's how the game is, and like they do it in a certain order, like just between like two styles. Majima, you don't know.
I see.
So you're fucked if you get it wrong.
I see.
And so make sure you get powerful cards like finisher blows.
Okay.
Look for cards that are like finishers, and you'll beat him instantly. So yeah, just do that.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, we should wrap up now because it's getting late and we were over an hour in this podcast now.
Oh yeah, and we got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I liked Kiwami.
I did too.
Do I like it better than Zero?
I don't, to be honest.
Oh man.
I like the story, but I don't like all the side stuff. I think Zero had more better side games.
Okay, Zero was definitely a much more, I think, complete game.
For sure.
Like straight up, like they're like as fucking complete as any game could ever get. Obviously, Kiwami is a remake, so there was only so much they could do with that. Where the prequel was just all new content, so you could be creative with that. I did like Kiwami though. I think it's worth it's totally worth playing. Yeah,
like it doesn't feel like DLC. It doesn't feel like an add-on. It's its own game.
Yeah,
like there's
exactly.
There's enough content in here to maybe not play as much as Zero, but there's enough content in here to satisfy you and to also platinum the game. Like you'll come back wanting to play it again and wanting more from the story. That's definitely how I feel, and I hope you guys feel the same way. That's it.
That's it. That's all. That's it. Everyone can just go home.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Do we
go home?
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say?
No. Go home.
Okay.
No, but like that's all. We wouldn't be talking about this if we didn't like it, by the way.
And we love it.
Yeah. We wouldn't be having a spoiler cast if we didn't care about this.
And so thank you guys, whoever's listening. Thank you so much for listening to the 24th episode of Downtime Podcast, the Yakuza Kiwami Spoilercast.
Yes. And we will see you
next time.
Yeah. All right. Also, if you are listening to this podcast and you did not play Kiwami, what are you doing? Like,
wow. Well, true words from Alyssa.
True words. Like, why are... unless you were never planning on playing the game, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you were planning on playing the game and you're listening to this, come on, buy the game.
Yeah, it's only $30.
Yes.
It's only on PS4. Well,
yes.
This only applies to PS4 users, by the way. If you don't have a PS4 and you don't have the game, that's okay. We're not calling you out. But if you do have a PS4 and you don't have the game, we're calling you out.
Yes, exactly.
So get this damn game.
Yes. All right. Good night, everyone.
See you later.